We are talking about quite a bit of money, and you say it was approved by Elon Musk's brother and his besties. Is that really your only concern about this, the process, or is there some other issue at play here?
Well, look, obviously we want, in order to make sure we get long-term durable value creation, a CEO who is focused on Tesla. At least the debate around it has gotten Elon Musk's attention and focused him on Tesla. But independent shareholder governance is not a trivial issue, and it has not been provided here. That's why the Delaware court vacated the increase. Independent shareholder governance, that the independent board, not your brother and your best friends, but independent shareholders governance elected by shareholders is something that has served investors well, like the teachers and cops and firefighters whose money it's my job to invest. Those principles are important. It's not a family-owned business. It's a publicly traded company, and the rules need to apply.
Yeah, we want to really emphasize that you're responsible for the investments of many people who make New York City run. You just mentioned some of them: police officers, firefighters, teachers. So obviously you have a big responsibility on your shoulders. I want to ask you, those are a lot of hardworking people. Are they concerned, are you concerned about the fact that Elon Musk, his attention is very honestly split between not only Tesla, but X and some of his other endeavors? Is that a big concern for you and your members?
Of course, that's a concern. There's no other company where we have, every other company that we invest in pretty much has a full-time CEO that's responsible to a board and therefore to shareholders. Now, look, he's done a really important thing, creating Tesla, and there's no doubt massive amounts of value have been created. So we want him to get paid. Now, $56 billion is an outlandish pay package. And yes, it was negotiated by a board which a court found was essentially controlled by him and not independent. So we want his full-time focused attention. We want a reasonable pay package, and we want a board that represents the interests of shareholders, including real independent directors. The two directors who were independent actually quit the board because they didn't feel like they were able to exercise their duties.
All right, important note, Tesla shares up more than 5% right now, but they're down about 25% year to date. Also want to note, you're actually an Elon Musk fan. You think he's a visionary. You're a big fan of him and how he's led this company. Would this all be a big issue if the stock hadn't dropped 25% in the last year? Would you also be looking to remove his brother and James Murdoch from the board? I mean, if the stock were just doing better, would this have come up?
We've been pushing for independent governance at Tesla for years, going back to 2018. And this is something we do at other companies as well. We believe that's important. We're a large institutional investor. We want to see entrepreneurs start businesses and grow value and be compensated. But we believe independent shareholders need to have their interests protected. So, yes, that's why we voted against the re-election of Kimball Musk and James Murdoch. The board of a publicly traded company is there to represent shareholders and provide oversight, not just to do whatever the CEO asks. And it's very rare to have a court overturn a pay package based on the non-independence of the board. That's a real sign there's governance problems here, and those are long-term issues. Obviously, the stock price matters to us, of course, but these issues have been our concern for quite a while.
All right, you mentioned you're an independent investor. You're also a sizable investor, about 3.5 million shares. So let's say that this pay package is approved. What's next? What do you do next? Does that make you change your mind about this investment in any way?
Well, let's take a look and see how the vote goes first. And, let's make sure that vote is done according to the rules. A big part of the issue here is, do the rules apply to everyone, including billionaires? So we want to make sure that takes place. Now, if the pay package is approved, what we want to see is the board make sure we've got a CEO that's focused on the company with a real strategy for long-term growth. One concern is Elon chasing shiny new objects like AI while not spending enough time focused on whether Tesla is doing well expanding to sell a lot of EVs, continue to grow the value of the company, and make money for shareholders. And those will be issues that we'll be looking at today, but long after today as well.